is illegal on stolen land.
Pop star Billie Eilish posturing on the Grammy stage. No one is illegal on stolen land. Really? The virtue signaling while wearing her Ice Out pin, of course, and it's come with consequences for the celebrity, now being called out by the tribe whose land her own multi-million-dollar Los Angeles mansion sits on, demanding that they should have been explicitly referenced by Eilish during her speech. So, are we really on stolen land? I visited the Department of Interior earlier today and sat down with Secretary Doug Burgum, who oversees our federal land, to get to the bottom of it. Secretary Burgum, it's wonderful to be here at the Interior Department. Thank you so much for having us here.
Katie, fantastic to have you here. Thank you so much, and congratulations on your new show.
Thank you very much. You've had a lot of jobs in your career. How is it being the 55th Secretary of the Interior?
Well, very special. It's an honor to serve in this role. It's an honor to serve as part of the Trump administration. President Trump, this cabinet, getting a historic first year of accomplishments.
Well, it's a big job, and it is a big country. I do want to get to a cultural issue that's been in the news. We've heard this narrative that Americans live on stolen land. What is your response to people who continue to say that?
Well, I think some of that came out of the Grammys the other night, and I would say, you know, I'm someone who would want to listen to the Grammys, but to hear about the music as opposed to hear about the politics. I wouldn't turn to I wouldn't turn to some politicians to get my advice on what music I should listen to, and I think it's interesting having policy advice coming out, you know, and particularly when we're talking about, in this case, California, California was conquered by the Spaniards. Mexico won their freedom from the Spaniards the same way the U.S. won our freedom from Great Britain. And then there was a war between the U.S. and Mexico, and the United States won that war, and we picked up California and Arizona, Utah, chunk of Colorado. All of that is part of that dispute, and so this has been part of America. And of course, the part of the job that I have here at Interior is managing our relationship. In some case, that involves land with over 450 recognized federal tribes, and so I'm not sure exactly what that argument is. And I also know that if someone thinks that the laws ought to be suspended, the tribes that I worked with as governor all wanted the laws of the United States to be enforced, because they're also U.S. citizens as well as members of their own sovereign nations. And so I don't think those things are opposed to each other. As Americans, all of us as Americans, the tribal members across the country actually serve in our military at a higher rate than any other group. They're warriors, they're veterans, they're patriots. These are the tribal members that I know. And that proud history. So I'm not sure where Hollywood was going with that.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.